There comes a point in every rapper's career where they pass the torch. Once they've broken so many records, album sales, and left their mark in the industry, there's not much to do anymore after doing that so much. And the first person I thought of was Nicki Minaj. And of course, she doesn't need an introduction. We know who she is, we know what she's done, the record she's broken, the record that she's currently breaking. It's crazy, but Nicki's been in the industry for a decade plus, dominating. But there's gonna be a point where she's gonna wanna retire and just relax and pass the torch. Even though I believe that rappers truly don't retire. But you guys get where I'm going with this. I'm talking about Nicki being hungry and competing for the top spot, even though she's already on there. She's gonna retire at some point. Everything comes to an end. We gotta admit that. No matter how much we love Nicki or want her to stay on top and keep going, she's gonna stop at a point. Because Nicki Minaj is not only solidified in female rap history, matter of fact, in rap history, whether you like her or not, she has a family, she has a child, and she probably wants more. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna wanna prioritize that more than music. And I've been thinking, who would Nicki Minaj pass the torch to? Because no one's gonna take her top spot. Nicki Minaj is eons ahead of everybody, so it's literally impossible to surpass Nicki Minaj. She's gonna pass the torch when she wants to. So who would she pass the torch to? For me, the closest person I could think of is probably Doja Cat, maybe. Probably Doja Cat. Because one, there's the Nicki influence that's there. There's the fan base, there's the records, there's all of that. All that plays a part. And people can't say, oh well, it's not all about album sales and records. It kind of does play a part. When you want to be the top rapper, you have to sell records. That's one thing you got to do. You got to sell records. You got to have a fan base. And having that pop audience on top of rapping, that's a plus. And Doja Cat has that. Doja Cat has the rapping. She could rap. She could do the pop songs. She can dance. She has a good fan base. She can keep growing it. But there's one thing Doja Cat needs to chill out with is like coming at her fans and disrespecting them. I think she kind of has to work on that. But yeah, she's the closest person to Nicki Minaj in terms of like the whole package. Yeah, that's just my opinion. That's what I think. And some people might say, oh, what about Megan? Nah, it's not Megan. I'm not going to say Megan is trash, but she's not as good as Nicki Minaj. Megan is a one-trick pony. No pun intended on that, by the way. I just caught that. No pun intended. But she's a one-trick pony. She doesn't sell records like that or anything. And yeah, she might have like a hot single, something that's going a little viral, whatever. But just overall, Megan is not that. Let's be real. Latto is a good rapper. She's not trash or anything like that. But she doesn't have a real fan base like that. A fan base that's going to hold her down because there is a disconnect. I did a whole video on Latto the other day. I'm going to put it on the upper cards so you guys can see it. And despite Latto having issues with Nicki Minaj, she was a Barb. She was a huge fan of Nicki Minaj. She had the Barbie chain and everything. And when Latto did blow up, she really wanted Nicki Minaj to embrace her. But she was quick to turn on Nicki because she thought Nicki was trying to come at her when she really wasn't. It was just a lot of miscommunication. I blame Latto for that. And it kind of comes off as fake. So people are definitely not going to rock with you like that. So that torch definitely isn't going to be passed to Latto. I saw some people even saying JT, that Nicki would pass it to JT. I don't know about JT. JT is starting her solo career and, people are rooting for her. She had that song that hit Billboard, the OK song, which is cool. And she can rap. I would say she can rap. She can rap way better than Young Miami. And if anyone comments that Young Miami is a nice rapper or anything like that and she could rap, I don't know what to say at that point. But yeah, as for JT, I don't think so. I don't think she's going to have that overall factor that Nicki Minaj has, the one that Doja has. She doesn't have that. JT does have a place in the game, in the rap game and stuff, but as being the one to take the torch from Nicki, that's not happening. And speaking of having a place in the game, I think GloRilla has a place in the game as well. I don't think she would take the torch away from Nicki because GloRilla is in her own lane. She's doing her thing. The women love her. She drops some good turn up music, as she would say. But yeah, she's good, but she's not the one to get the torch away from Nicki. She doesn't have that, and that's okay. It can't be everybody. And I like Bia. I think Bia is cool. Maybe that's just me being biased because she's from where I'm from. I don't know, but I like Bia. I think Bia could rap. She's not trash or anything like that. But from her, we need more music, more hits, more, she needs to grow that fan base even more. All that plays a part, Bia doesn't have all of that yet. And does she have that superstar look, that superstar everything? I don't know if Bia has that. But she's good though. She's not trash at all. I like Bia. She's cool. It's definitely not Ice Spice, because Ice Spice breaking all these records and taking over the way she was, that wasn't gonna last forever. So, and she's obviously limited musically. I've done videos about her, you guys already know. And there is one thing that she does have over her other stuff. She has the looks. She doesn't have the skill, but she does have the look, and the look helped her a lot. The look primarily did all the work, and her team too. So she has the look and her team. Those two things helped her get far, and yeah, that's why she is where she is. But if Nicki's gonna pass the torch to you, you gotta have an overall type of thing, No matter how many songs you've done with Nicki Minaj, it doesn't mean that she's gonna pass the torch to you. Sorry, Ice Spice. And for the last one, I was thinking of Sexy Red. Like, come on. Is that even a question? No. It's going to be a no for Sexy Red. It's not even close. Sexy Red is good where she's at. I guess she has a lane. She has her own lane. She has a place. And she's going to stay there, So she's obviously not super marketable. Obviously, we all know why. And yeah, it's Sexy Red, no, it's no way. And Cardi B was in a conversation like that years ago. Whether you like her or not, she was, the closest thing to dethrone or whatever, challenge Nicki Minaj, whatever you want to say. She was the closest, but that wasn't going to happen anyways. It just wasn't going to work. But she was the closest thing to an overall type of thing. She's super popular, marketable. They market her like crazy. She's a superstar, but the only thing that was lacking is her rapping skills, and that plays a huge role. So she's gotten this far without rapping like that, without writing her raps like that. So that's good for her, but you gotta rap. You can only go so far, So yeah, you gotta rap. Nicki Minaj, she loves to rap, and she always tells people to rap. There's no reference tracks out there. There's no ghostwriters exposing her. There's none of that. So yeah, so if you want to take the baton from Nicki, you at least have to write your own raps. Nicki Minaj is still killing it, and it's a great thing to see. But there is one thing I think Nicki Minaj should do. I don't know if anyone has ever thought of this, but I feel like Nicki Minaj should sign some artists, Sign some female artists under you and kind of like help them out and guide them and, pass your legacy on, build your empire, just like a lot of veteran rappers in the game where they'll sign some young, hungry rappers under them and you can just sit back and work behind the scenes and help them out. I think that would be dope. But I don't know, maybe she is working on that. I don't know. Let me know if Nicki Minaj has some artist under her or anything like that. I'm not sure, but I think she should push that if she does have one. But yeah, Doja Cat is definitely the closest one that I would say. Like I said, this is just my opinion. You guys might feel different. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm not sure, but that's just what I think. And I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with me that Doja Cat has that overall type of factor. I'd say it's Doja Cat. But yeah, those were a few female rappers I wanted to name. I didn't name all of them, of course, but those were the ones I feel like most people talk about. But yeah, so with all that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.